Greetings, Guardians. My name is Story and I absolutely suck at PvE. So for a change, in this video we're going to be having a salacious sniff of some gear and the software to record your own gameplay. Now there are no shortages of amazing players out there that could certainly show us all a thing or two on how to improve our game. So maybe this video will help out in finding some of the more serious tools to get the job done. Now I'll give you a little backstory here. For the past 3 years I've been clinging to one of the very first generation Elgato Capture HD capture cards. This is an external capture card that has seen an incredible amount of use since I stopped playing so many games on PC and turned to playing Destiny on PlayStation 4. Now Elgato heard that I was clinging to this really old unit and was suitably impressed that I'd been using it for so long. So they've sent me the Elgato HD 60 Pro, Elgato's one and only internal capture card that is installed directly into a PCIe port in your PC's motherboard. Now the HD 60 Pro offers full 1080p recording at a choice of bit rates, with 60 megabytes a second being the maximum, and we also have a choice between 30 or 60 frames a second. The card itself is incredibly simple in its design. It has a HDMI in and an out, and that's about it. It's also really quite tiny. I mean, just look at that. That's small, that is. And here's a new potato for reference, because reasons. There's not much else to look at in terms of the actual hardware, but what sets Elgato gear apart from the other available stuff on the market is the features on offer to us in the software, Game Capture HD. Here we are, look. Game Capture HD offers recording facilities, obviously, but we also have Stream Command, which enables live streaming to a variety of all the popular platforms. Stream Command is a basic self-contained method of customizing the appearance of your stream. You can add a webcam, an overlay, and text, etc., and save them as a scene, as we would do in a more dedicated program such as Open Broadcasting Software, for example. That's OBS for short. Now, Elgato's Stream Command serves as a great alternative for folks dipping their toes into the world of customizable stream appearances. So if you're intimidated by the looks of something like OBS in these early stages of your streaming career, then Elgato has a much simpler and more basic option for you to get acclimatized before taking the plunge into a much more complex and dedicated option. Here we add a microphone for live commentary or broadcast, and there's also a feature called Elgato Sound Capture. This is a great option to include voice communications from other programs such as Skype, Discord, and also direct desktop audio. What makes this super special is the audio recording via Elgato Sound Capture can be isolated from your game audio and exported to a separate track. Now this makes mixing audio for Let's Plays or Squad Up style videos so much simpler, with it being separate from your game sound effects. These are very handy and impressive features, but what's kept me going with Elgato stuff is the flashback recording. Now, as long as you have flashback enabled and the Elgato capture software is open and running, you don't have to worry about forgetting to hit that record button to immortalize your very best gameplay. All you do is simply drag this blue timeline slider back to the point you wish the recording to begin, and then slap record, and this will record everything from that selected point right up to the present moment. This is a feature I found incredibly useful when playing very long sessions in the Crucible, and even recording entire Trials of Osiris passages, for example. Moving on, as the Elgato HD 60 Pro is an internal unit, this will offer us something special over Elgato's more mobile capture cards like the HD 60 and the HD 60S. With the Pro version, we have Instant Game View, which enables an instant preview of the games we are recording or streaming, and this will also bypass any audio syncing issues that would arise from combining the capture card with programs like OBS for streaming purposes. Now, there's no need to set any webcam or mic delays. Everything is instant, so you won't have to deal with any of those endless syncing tests and figuring out all the exact delays from your webcams and microphones. The HD 60 Pro retails at around $200, which coincidentally is the same price that my old and trusty Capture HD cost me back in the day. Now, some may say that this is a tad pricey when comparing the HD 60 Pro with the alternatives out there on the market, and I would be inclined to agree. However, Elgato gear comes with a great software package that even includes basic video editing. Now, there's not much out there that will include that, along with live streaming and live streaming customization, multi-track audio possibilities, and that lovely flashback recording. So in all fairness, you really are getting a big bang for your buck. Now, Elgato may not be happy with me mentioning this, but if you're looking to record or stream Destiny content for the cheapest possible price, but you would also like to have all of these great features outlined in this video, then you can search for a second-hand Elgato Capture HD unit. Now, these have exactly the same features as a HD60 and the HD60S, but the only thing that's different is they are not capable of recording at 60 frames a second. The Elgato Capture HD is locked at 30 frames a second, which is just fine for Destiny, as it's also a 30 frames a second game. Now, the Capture HDs can be found dirt cheap on eBay and do the job just great. After all, I managed just fine for 3 whole years using mine, and if I hadn't been sent this nice new piece of gear, then I'd still be using it to this day. The only issues are the audio syncing issues with your webcam and your microphone, and while they can be very frustrating and inconvenient, they are solvable issues that can be overcome with a little effort and patience. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of the video. If you have any questions on Elgato stuff, I'm happy to try and help out with the more basic stuff, and I'm certainly able to help out with the more Destiny-related questions you may have. I've been Story Machine. If you happen to enjoy the video, then please slap at the indicator of the upward thumb. If you happen to like my ramblings in particular, then you're very welcome to join me over on my own channel. The link can also be found in the description. Thank you very much for watching, folks. The Planet Destiny crew wishes you the very merriest of Christmases and the happiest of New Years. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember, smoke us a kipper. We'll be back for breakfast.